All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So we have some breaking Jets news coming out now. It's looking like the Jets have hired a director of player performance. And, this is, the Jets are doing things completely differently than they've done before in the past, right? At least to my knowledge. It really feels like Woody Johnson is kind of going about this process a different way. It seems like he's willing to spend money. It seems like he's willing to go out and, cut checks to bring in guys in different positions. Rick Spielman being one of them, obviously bridging the gap between ownership and, of course, the general manager, Darren Muji, and head coach Aaron Glenn partnership, which I think is really, really important, especially because Spielman's done it before. But here we are again, where the Jets are bringing someone in and adding a new role to the front office. And, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I'm just naive to it, but in really trying to think back, I can't remember the Jets ever making a hire like this. Really focusing in on just kind of a different angle in, I don't want to use the term front office, but just part of the organization, right? When was the last time the Jets have, brought in someone in this style of role? I seriously, being dead serious here, I can't remember a single report, a single story being written about anything like this. Now, according to Zach Rosenblatt of The Athletic, the Jets went out and hired Erik Korem again as the director of player performance. Now, this has a lot to do with mindset. It has a lot to do with kind of just perfecting, really optimizing the, I don't want to use the word performance here, but that's basically what it is, right? When it comes to things like sleep, again, mindset, being prepared, things like that. Now, what's interesting is Korem is a former player, played at Texas A&M. He actually was a part of Jimbo Fisher's staff back at Florida State, and Jimbo Fisher is one of my favorite coaches ever, really. I just love so much about him and really just his coaching style, how he would coach players, and just the overall offensive knowledge that he would bring to the table. But I digress. We look at Korem overall, and I got to be honest, I didn't really know much, so I had to do a little bit of research, and turns out he actually has a website. And he's a speaker. He's worked for Kentucky. He's worked for the Houston Texans in the same exact role as the Jets, that the Jets just brought him in for. So, I don't see how this move can actually hurt the team. This to me is a positive. And because we're getting this news so early in the offseason, right, before free agency, before the combine, if we're being honest here, this is really, really early in the process. This isn't a situation where Aaron Glenn, kicks off training camp, is looking at, how the team is kind of responding to things, and it's like, hey, I need backup here. I need someone to help come in and really optimize this section of the organization. No, this is done early. And what that says is, hey, we have a proactive approach here. We're trying to get in front of it. We really have a good idea of every single angle, every single base that we should cover, as a franchise here. And again, it just feels like the Jets are doing things a little bit different, well, really a lot differently this go around compared to previous regimes coming in. So anyway, and by the way, I'll leave his website linked down below in the description box so you can check it out. He has a biography. There's videos on YouTube. Really, really interesting stuff. I definitely encourage you to check it out here. So anyway, thanks so much, and as always, go Jets.